Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Raul, played into space. It's Bale! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Rashford. A corner it is then. Milan with the corner, they're first. Terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! In for the pieces! There it is! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's played it in low. And that should get the job done. Azar! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Can he get it through? Great work on the overlap. Vardiol stood his ground strongly.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And that is out of play. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a...
And the shot! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much...
Big chance! It's in!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Inter Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Inter Milan hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half, it's 3-2. But if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's aimed into the middle. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, delightful ball. Messi. Eze looking to add to his goal. Azar. Oh, it's come loose. Great ball, and he's in here. It's roll! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's having a shot! It's hit the upright. Zanetti crosses. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Inter Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Looking to play him in, and this is Raul. Oh, he's been caught napping. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
2 added minutes has been in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 minutes to be added on. And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Anyone appearing intoxicated?
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Italy.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physical.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared without complication. Now it's Bojan. And he's worked it through. Filippo Inzaghi. Decent chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Raul. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Thinks of... And a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way. Now it's Bale. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Bergkamp. Zanetti. He has a look up. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolute...
Oh, what has happened here? Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Bojan. He could be in here. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Oh, what a mistake! The ball has bounced loose now. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Italy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Inzaghi. Now it's Bojan. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard. Raul. It's Bergkamp. Now then, the ball's come loose. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. Takes aim and crosses. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Roll! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Bergkamp. Lovely, now that shoots! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Maldini. Rijkaard. Now it's Bojan. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And the finish! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to...
He's having a go! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Raul, nicely weighted ball. Is there any... Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Inter are back in business. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. The great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Maldini. Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Now it's Inzaghi. Great vision. He's through here. Chance! Goal, Italy! And again they hit the front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And that was very necessary. Nicked it back promptly. That has ended up in no man's land.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Raul. Now this could be a chance. And a chance!
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
They've played it short. Out of play for a throw. And he can clear it away. And that's that. Inter Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength.
Roll! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's played in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to get rid. And it's Bergkamp. Rijkaard gets it away. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Bergkamp. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. He's given the time to pick a pass. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's roll! Oh, he's really drilled it. And he's intervened well there. Bale. Chance here to counter. Scalvini plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Rijkaard. Raul. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Ambitious ball here. Adams cuts it out. That has been cut short. Batistuta. Ball played for Conte. Xavi Alonso. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now this could be a chance. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end. But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He can get that clear. Inter Milan have it back, and can... Bale! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Substitution for Inter. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to
Number
turn to their
20,
benches.
Zanetti. Number 8. Raul. Coming on the field. Number
That's a good ball out
23,
wide.
Howson.
That looks a cracking
Number
ball.
3, Hakimi.
Up towards the hour mark and still no
17,
goals.
Substitution in progress.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bergkamp. Adams cuts out the pass. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shapes to shoot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That is good alertness.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, good read.
That was...
Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Inter Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Mbappe providing an outlet on that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
And this is Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bellingham. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Raul aimed beyond the defence. There will be a throw-in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
And this is Raul. Hazard gets into some space. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's having a go! Oh, bang on target. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Baresi, he's given the time to pick a pass. Zanetti. Back towards the middle, aim forwards. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Rooney. And now the breakaway. And he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Hazard. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Berbatov. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. "15 minutes till half-time. And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in. He is through here. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Hazard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bernardo Silva. Berbatov. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely worked.
There will be 1
Cristiano
minute added time.
Ronaldo. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Now on sale in the Stadium Hall.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Berbatov! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Berbatov is offering a wry smile there.
Great chance! And it's Rijkaard. Chouameni. Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bale in acres of space out wide. He's in a good position here. And again! It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first. He's having a hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Saliba cuts it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Bayer gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Bellingham. Here comes the cross. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rooney.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking for a runner. No, again there's no way through. It's a lovely, neat pass. Rijkaard gets it away. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Berbatov. Now it's Rooney. Cristiano Ronaldo. Baresi gets rid without sophistication. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Bellingham. He has a look up. It's Bale! Rijkaard gets it clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The final seconds now. And that's been won straight back. And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from.
Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish of true class! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent, the way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. And the shot! It's loose, in he goes again! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. Vitinha with the short one. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Danger averted for now. And it's made its way to him. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that should get the job done. Out to the left it goes. Produces a... Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Threads one in, and this is Shevchenko. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Inter Milan finding their passes. Oh, it's Raul. And he's surging through. It's Raul! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's...
He's having a shot! He's scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Adams. Rijkaard. And this is Shevchenko. He's shifting, and the shot! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Arda Güler. Is there any support? He might not need it. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Güler. Cruyff. Azar. Bellingham. And it's Zanetti. That ball looks a good one. And here's Bale. Zanetti. Header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's been played through. Good ball. Cruyff gets through on his own. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Bellingham. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Güler is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
There will be
Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he was quick to react. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
against Brazil.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He
Goes for the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Okazaki. And they're on him in a flash. Raul. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Raul! Howson. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now he's off and running. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He's having a go! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Bale. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bale. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. A probing pass. Rice. Ambitious ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, it's come loose. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rice. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And the shot's on here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That is a brilliant interception. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Inter Milan finding their passes. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never...
It's Bale! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three.
Good effort from distance. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Darwin. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Darwin. Goes looking wide.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Big chance! Off the post. Decent enough try.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Kukçu. Oh, good spread. Hakimi. Kukçu. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cross climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. Rijkaard. Still goalless. That's an imaginative pass. Dunk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Goes for a shot! It's a mighty effort! Melbourne City are looking to go forward now. Distributed tidily. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Hakimi. He won't be happy with that one. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now it's Darwin. Azar conjures time and space where few can. And it's Bellingham. Kaka. Now it's Darwin. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kaka. Ball played for Kukçu.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Adams gets over and intercepts. And it's Beckham.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Bale gets flagged offside. Costa Curta. Azar. Inter Milan finding their passes. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're back on the ball again. Dunk. Tries to play it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
No, he refuses to take the bait.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And they've got rid.
Melbourne City truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Bale. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and
It's face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Oh, it's coming. Struck first time. Azar! He is just a joy! He's got himself an absolute peach. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitution for Inter. Number 4, Hazard. Number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bergkamp getting this one clear.
Substitution. 4 added minutes has been
Ngpush
indicated.
engages and forces him off the ball. Melbourne City get their 4th corner. And the keeper beats it away. And that will be it. Inter Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Searching pass he's played there. Bale gets into some space. Can he finish?
That is some save from Khan!
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he's worked it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Quarter of an hour played. Bale. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Zanetti. Neither side yet able to find the net. There's no flag. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to get it away. And smartly reclaimed. Iniesta. A true great in every sense of the word. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. Xavi Simons might just make this. Now it's Iniesta. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And the finish! Goal! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Simons. Can he get it through? And he's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Guardiola goes short. Bullish header! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It will be 1 minute at a time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Koundé. Marquinhos. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. And it's lofted through here. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Guardiola. And it's Azar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Costa Curta. Pinged towards the front line. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a ball! Real chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's an imaginative pass. Defending was strong and firm. Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Has been indicated.
It's become a header! And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So off we go then. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti looking to run onto it. And this is Hazard. Zanetti, incoming to... Bullish header! Oh, it rattles the bar!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off-field, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Bellingham. Hakimi. Raul. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Now it's Hazard. And this is Inzaghi. Over to the left. Can he get onto this? Zanetti with the clearance. Hazard. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's good vision. It's Bale! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's Hazard. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Xavi Alonso. He rises! And again! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he can clear it away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Torres. Rijkaard. And it's Hazard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Torres. And claimed it back swiftly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He could be in here. Shot a goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And we'd like to inform
It's a
you
dressing
now
room
the
that
latest travel
needs
information
rousing
is
at
currently being
half-time, because in
displayed on the
truth
screen.
they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if it's...
Chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Inzaghi. Thinks one through, and he's picked it up out wide. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. It's played through for him.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Torres, nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bellingham. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Xavi Alonso. Raul. And it's Hazard. And he's intervened well there. Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Torres in acres of space out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Bellingham. Pressure coming in from all directions. That's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Xabi Alonso looking to get on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Filippo Inzaghi really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And a quick reminder today to please take
Jose Mourinho, Bang. Dengan Jose Mourinho dari Pangkat. Ada. Aduh, sinyalnya nih. Aduh. Apa sinyal buruk kayak gini ya lama. Sinyal buruk apa? Mana mau nyoba dona-doni ini. Enggak nih. Lah. Ya ampun. Sinyal kupret bener-bener. Jaringannya bapuk. Ini kenapa ya? Coba di tuh. Banget bersihnya mana satu. Aduh. Ya Allah. Ih. Ayo, terus. Masuk lagi. Bersih dua. Mau nyobain dona-doni jadinya mah dona-dono. Parah bang. Parah nih sinyalnya, jaringannya satu. Jus Marinho bang, jus Marinho.